of 25 Days of Plantmas. And the plantmas of the day is my xerographica. So this is my xerographica. I got this at New York from the sale when I went to visit the sale in New York late in the summer for my birthday. And I've always wanted a xerographica ever since I learned what it was. It is an air plant, and I just love the shape of it and the way it looks. It's like a ribbon. It's like a ribbon, a flower, a cabbage looking one. But I really liked it, and I've seen it in pictures, I've seen it in person, in nurseries, and in plant boutiques, and I really want one, but they can get very pricey because I've seen really small ones, maybe a third of this size, going for like $20, and I thought that was just too pricey. This one I got for $20 at the sale at this size, and it's pretty big, and as far as I know, it takes many years for a xerographica to grow this size. So for me to just get it for $20 is quite a steal. But as far as I learned while I was in New York Chinatown, if you want a xerographica, get it from the sale because they offer the cheapest price pretty much in that area. And it's not just them saying that, I could attest to it because I visited many plant shops in the East Village, in the Chelsea area, and in New York Chinatown while I was there, and they do price the xerographicas pretty high anywhere, even in the hole-in-the-wall plant shops in New York Chinatown. Like I saw one that is probably the same size, but it is trailing a little bit. There's also another thing that I learned about xerographica. This could actually trail. They were selling it for $35. So for me to get this at $20, it was quite a steal. So I had to get it. So aside from my Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen, this is probably one of my pricier plants, but for this one I felt comfortable paying $20 for this one because I think it was worth the price, and it was worth paying that amount for this size of air plant, especially for a xerographica this size. And for this one, I just put twine behind it, and I have it hanging on this wall. You have probably seen it in previous 25 Days of Plantmas videos. And as far as watering this, I just mist this every day, and every 7 days, and now probably every 12 days because it is the winter season. I just dunk it in water for at least 30 minutes, and then after that I let it air dry and just hang it back up. So this one dries pretty quickly even after dunking it for a long time, but just make sure you do dry it pretty quickly. If it's like really cold and it doesn't dry as fast enough, I would put a fan in front of it so that it would dry a lot quicker, just because you don't want it to rot, and I don't want it to rot, so that's why I make sure it dries up pretty quickly. But I make sure all sides are soaked, not just the bottom but also the top. As far as fertilization, I know there's a specific fertilizer for air plants, like the spray on fertilizer, but I haven't gotten that. I'm probably gonna get that next growing season, but so far I haven't had the need for it for this yet, and I think I would want one if I've seen any real signs of damage or unhealthiness with the xerographica. And with the xerographica, the telltale signs of it being unhealthy is basically it getting dried up. I mean, drying up in the tips is quite normal, but if it's like excessive drying, then that's when I would worry. But right now there's really no cause for me to worry. With the xerographica, I think it's okay with me just dunking it in water. And when it comes to water, I either use filtered water or water that has been sitting out for quite a while. But generally, I think it should be just filtered water, because whatever chemicals or stuff that is in our regular tap water, it's the xerographica or any air plant really does not handle it well. So I think right now the water I use is pretty okay with it because I haven't had any issues, but I haven't used direct tap water in this. It's usually either rainwater, filtered water, or water that has been sitting out for quite a while, as the one that I use to water or soak this air plant with. But yeah, there's not really much to say with this one. As far as propagating it, I don't know how to propagate a xerographica. I haven't seen it push out babies, unlike my other air plant, my tiny one that has pushed out a baby. Actually, let me get it and show you. Like this air plant, this one has like pushed out a baby, and I got it like this with a baby already. So with this one, I haven't seen it done that, and I don't really know how to propagate this. I know some people have grown this from seed. Well, growers mostly have grown these from seed, but I don't really know how to do that either. But I can see new growth coming from the middle, because there are like new leaves that are like shooting out from the middle. That is as much growth that I have seen from this xerographica, and some of the older leaves become longer. But as far as it producing babies, or how it produces babies, or how to propagate a xerographica, I'm not really sure. And for this one, I think this is the tillandsia. This one shoot out babies like this, but I don't think I am separating it from the mother plant anytime soon. But yeah, this is my xerographica air plant and my baby air plant that made a cameo in this 25 Days of Plantmas episode, our Plantmas of the day. That's our Plantmas story of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of 25 Days of Plantmas. And if you miss any episodes, all of them will be included in the playlist that links up in the card and down in the description. Thanks again for watching. I see you, I appreciate you, and have a plentiful holiday season, everyone. Bye!